Hello, Viola Buddy here with the introduction to a new project called A Study of Change. This project, in short, is basically a bunch of my interests put together. First interest, video games. This is a machinima, which means putting video game footage together to tell a story, usually with voice acting or other additional effects. Essentially, it's visual fanfiction. A fairly common game to use for machinima is Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but I don't actually have Brawl, I only have Melee. And for that reason, a study of change will be made in Melee. Second interest, storytelling. Obviously, if machinimas are visual fanfiction, this project will include all the elements of storytelling, plot, character, action, setting, etc. Third interest, music. In many respects, this is a film, and all films have background music. Most machinimas simply take music from other places, like other video games or from films and stuff, and this one will be no exception. However, I will also record my own music, either something in the public domain, like classical music, or an original composition. For example, the opening theme song, Waltz of Time, is an original composition. Fourth interest, physics. This is an odd one, but physics is actually the premise of the plot. That said, you don't actually need any prior knowledge of physics or calculus to understand this machinima. Don't be scared away by the funny-looking symbols in the logo. Anything you need to know will be explained in simple terms in the machinima. Conversely, this machinima will be a horrible way to study for a physics test because no topic will be covered in depth. The primary goal of this machinima is not to educate, but to entertain. Fifth interest, French. Again, this is weird, but all the episodes will be subtitled in French for two reasons. One, to practice my French, and two, to widen my audience. Major announcements such as this one that you're listening to right now will be made in both languages. Just something else to note, I'm still a student learning both physics and French, so it's entirely possible that I make an error in either. If I do and you notice it, please tell me immediately. In Super Smash Bros. Machinima, a common thing to use is hacks, meaning to change something directly in the game, but I am technologically unable to use them. The most notable effect of this will be that characters will always have a P1 or P2 marker above them, and I can't do anything about it, so I'll make no effort to hide them. Note that although I don't use hacks, I will use glitches to my advantage, such as the Master Hand glitch. Also, I will edit the recordings and add effects after the recording is made, though a lot of these effects will be crude in comparison to most hacks seen in other machinima series. And a final note, the update schedule. Unlike fanfiction, parts of a machinima will take an insane amount of time to put together. This machinima has actually been in the works since December, so it's taken about 8 months to finally put everything together for just half an episode. As much as I don't like to be pessimistic, the most you can really hope from me is one full episode a year, that is, 2 halves of an episode each year, and that's an optimistic assumption. It's more likely that I'll just have 1 half episode each year. I apologize in advance for the slowness, but I can't do anything about it. No matter, if you're still watching this, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the first half of the first episode, which is linked to on the screen or in the description. So without further ado, I present to you A Study of Change.